Think legalizing same-sex marriage doesn't affect your family?
Hi, Annie. What happened in school today?
I learned about a prince who married a prince, and I can marry a princess.
Legalizing gay marriage has consequences for kids. Massachusetts schools teach second graders that boys can marry other boys. In California, a public school took first graders to a same-sex wedding, calling it a teachable moment.
Kids have enough to deal with already without pushing gay marriage on them. And it's not just kids who will face consequences.
The rights of people who think marriage means a man and a woman will no longer matter. We'll all have to accept gay marriage, whether we like it or not.
Not me and my family. These politicians can't balance the budget or fix the economy, but they've got time to force gay marriage on us? Not if I can help it.
Send your legislators a message. Don't mess with marriage. Go to nationformarriage.org. That's nationformarriage.org, paid for by the National Organization for Marriage.
Think banning same-sex marriage doesn't affect gay families?
Hi, Annie. What happened in school today? I learned that even though my friend Jenny can have her family acknowledged without incident, it is somehow controversial for teacher to mention my two moms. This tells me that even though we live in a country in which civil policy is not set by others' personal religious beliefs, America's public school system is still beholden to the whims of Judeo-Christian values.
Banning marriage equality has consequences for society as a whole. Most schools still send the message that only heterosexual families are normal, which is not only offensive, but also doesn't match reality. And then when teachers try to teach inclusivity, our nation's religious tyrants grab their torches and pitchforks and try to make an example of that teacher's acknowledgement of simple reality. And of course they do so using flawed facts to represent the situation. For example, when they talk about the situation in California in which a public school took first graders to a same-sex wedding, what they neglect to tell you is that the parents gave permission for their kids to attend the wedding. And then, when the right wing turned around and used their kids in an anti-gay campaign commercial, many of those same parents spoke out against the way the so-called pro-family movement was exploiting their children.
Kids have enough to deal with already without grown adults telling them to only accept one certain societal picture, one that doesn't even match actuality. And it's not just kids who are being lied to.
Religious people are being told that their faith-based opposition to same-sex marriage will no longer matter. This is a steaming pile of horse crap. The reality is that religious people will be as free as ever to preach against same-sex marriage or refuse to perform religious rituals solemnizing these marriages. The only thing they won't have the ability to do is stop civil equality. That is the only thing they must accept, whether they like it or not. The same way they currently accept the civil marriages of atheists or anyone else who might fall outside of their moral purview.
You know what else is annoying, announcer dude? The way they make it sound as if politicians who take up marriage equality are forfeiting the economy because they are taking up this issue. Hello? Don't they realize that human beings have the ability to multitask? Perhaps if these so-called pro-marriage groups weren't so myopically focused on forcing bias on us, they would realize that most professional people can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Well, that's why you need to send your legislators a message. Tell them to stop messing with gay people, their marriages, and basic human decency, and start supporting civil fairness. Not paid for by goodasYou.org because this rinky-dink spot didn't cost us jack shit.